A Brave Heart. The life story of a woman of the body donation movement. Guduru Sitamahalakshmi. One who has taken his birth is sure to die, and after death, one is sure to take birth again, as per the theory of karma in Hinduism. Similar things are there in many other religions also. There are several myths, beliefs on reincarnation, fears, superstitions, and customs around the death. It is hard to talk about or even think about death in our country, in our houses, and in our culture. Generally, people take head bath after a visit to the dead body or their house. If a dead body is being taken across, people go aside, considering it as a bad omen. It is widely believed that women are not allowed to smasanam. In this scenario, we cannot imagine that a daring woman asking people to donate their bodies after death for medical research. Guduru Sitamahalakshmi, a brave woman, started the movement for the donation of dead bodies for medical purposes. The message of the movement is live even after death by using your dead body to give life for many others. One can help more than 8 people by donating their organs. Donating body after death for medical research is a noble cause. Women are the initiators and protectors of many movements in the world. No movement has failed in history which was led by a woman. Organ donation movement is one of the best examples of that. The only movement that came forward in this globalization era is the organ donation movement when all other movements lay low. There are many rituals regarding demise, Antima Sanskar, Pedda Karma, Chinna Karma, etc. As the saying of one cinema poet, death is also a marriage in an independent country, and it makes the common man as a debtor. The bodies donated after death to the trust of Sitamahalakshmi will taken to the medical college and treated with high respect, all at the expenses of the trust. Not only her movement but also her personality is very different, and she is a renowned person in this field, not only in Visakhapatnam city but many places of both the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Along with the variety of movements in our human history, Sitamahalakshmi also started a different valuable and a respectable movement. No movement comes from heaven, but it begins on earth only by a human being. The movement which has thought and practice in an equal proportion can only progress and sustain. To understand the real efforts of Sitamahalakshmi, we have to go to her origin and the journey of her life in depth. She was born on 1st October 1962 in a village called Undi in West Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. Guduru, Arjunudu and Chandrakantamma were her father and mother, and she is the 4th child of 6 children in the family. She learnt many things, including all agricultural works, by the guidance of her father. She completed her high school education in the same village, Undi. During 1978 to 80, finished intermediate in the government college, Achanta. Then she got BA degree in 1983 and was recruited as a high school teacher in her own village. With the encouragement of her parents, she was attracted to the leftist ideology and became a rationalist. She became a membership of a rationalist organization, Hetuvada Sangam, at a very young age. After her recruitment as a teacher, she began a movement against the caste system. In 1983, she led a procession with 10,000 people in Bhimavaram town against the murder of Miss Surya Kumari, a newly married bride, by her husband, and made efforts to punish him through the court with life imprisonment. Later, she led many movements against issues like 7-year-old minor girl rape case, dowry deaths, etc. She visited many places in the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh and explained the evils of caste system. In 1983, she started many women's organizations in different places like Abhyudaya Mahila Sangam in Bhimavaram, Chaitanya Mahila Sangam in Vijayawada, Maitri Mahila Sangam in Gopalpatnam, etc. to make women as active partners in the abolition of caste system in our society. She was appointed as a member for the executive committee of a state-level organization on anti-caste movement which was established in 1990. She practiced the inter-caste marriage not only in her case but also in the case of her children. She established a forum called Abhyudaya Vivaha Vedika, Progressive Marriage Forum, to encourage the inter-caste marriages and made more than 200 inter-caste marriages. At the time of the Karam Chedu incident, which shook the whole state of Andhra Pradesh, she led a movement against injustice towards Dalits. She conducted a procession at the state capital, Hyderabad, for the release of the Dalit leaders arrested in this incident and got success in their demands from the Chief Minister of AP, Mr. N.T. Ramarao at that time. Sitamahalakshmi understood very well that the disastrous situation of women in the present society and they felt needs which had to be addressed immediately, and also the main causes for their backwardness like illiteracy and poverty. Then she started adult education centers in 2 villages, Gopalapuram and Mulapet in Anakapalli Mandal, and made many people neo-literates. Later, she extended these centers to Pendurthi Mandal and she worked for the literacy movement with high commitment. She observed that many poor people were misusing their income on consumption of alcohol. So, she organized number of awareness programs in the villages to eradicate alcoholism. She adopted many backward schools in the remote villages and developed them equally with corporate schools with the support of many well-wishers. She also adopted many poor girls through a trust and provided an opportunity for all of them to get higher education. She is a good mother not only to her own children but also for many poor children. She gathered a number of children in the Arilova slum of the Visakhapatnam city and provided facilities for getting higher education through the urban residential hostel. As a special officer for that hostel, she got good reputation from the district authorities. Sitamahalakshmi had a dream from the childhood to become a doctor, but she got adjusted with teacher training because of her poor economic situation of the family. After her employment as a teacher, she started helping poor students for their higher studies. In this journey, she came to know the life history of Savitribai Phule, which raised some new thoughts in her mind. Phule, also a teacher, completed her higher education in those days when the women were prohibited from education, and in turn, she supported many girls for their education. Inspired by Savitribai Phule's life, our Sitamahalakshmi also started gathering of orphan children to provide education. She supported for 150 orphan children still today by treating them as her own children. Some like-minded friends came forward to join with her inspired by her efforts. With their support, she started an educational trust in 2009 in the name of a woman who inspired her as Savitri Bai Phule Educational Charitable Trust. There is a turning point in everyone's life. Sitamahalakshmi also suddenly encountered a major turning point in her life when she was doing her continuous journey full of studies, literature, campaigns and movements, and making herself into a useful instrument for a social development. At that point in time, she was affected severely by kidney failure. She visited number of places for the better treatment like Visakhapatnam, NIMS in Hyderabad, etc. During her visit to the Coimbatore Hospital in Tamil Nadu, she met many people suffering with organ failure and facing the problem of scarcity of human organs for replacement. An 8-year-old boy died in front of her eyes with a similar problem, which melted her heart. Immediately after the visit, she conducted a study on this issue very seriously. At first, she started blood, eye and kidney donation campaign. Gradually, it got converted into a movement of total dead body donation. By recognizing her efforts, a well-known writer, Mr. Avasrala Ramakrishna Rao, integrated the Dead Body Donators organization promoted by him into Sitamahalakshmi's Andhra Pradesh Body Donors Association. As a practical woman, she is very much concerned about doing rather than talking. Even both her children, Prashant and Prajwala, have written an advance acceptance letter to donate their dead bodies. For the first time in the Indian history of body donation movement, she convinced a total of 35 persons at a time to donate their bodies after death and to write and submit the wills to the Andhra Pradesh Medical College on 9th October 2008. Between first conferences of AP Body Donors Association on 2011 at Visakhapatnam and the third conference in 2015 at Vijayawada, she endeavored a lot to mobilize thousands of people in this social movement. The main objective of her endless efforts and many struggles is to provide an opportunity for the easy operations of organ replacement to more people from the poor communities easily, and lobbying with government officials and elected representatives for the passing of an act by the government on an organ donation. She uses effectively every opportunity like social media, electronic and print media, publications, etc. to propagate the organ and body donation movement.
Her technique is very simple because she motivated the doctors, hospitals, everybody, and then donated the body.
Many organizations, TV channels, institutions and universities have recognized her social service and honored her with nearly 30 state and national awards. Rangavalli Memorial Award, Special Award from TV9, Kandukuri Veerasalingam Memorial Award, Award from Gandhi Centre, K.S. Sastry and the Academy of Universal Global Peace are some examples. The University of Bangalore presented her an honorary doctorate. Not how long, but how well you have lived on the earth is the more important. Trees, animal, etc. are all useful even after their death. But why not a human being? In fact, Sitamahalakshmi's life is a real and practical answer to this question. Now, hundreds of students, aged people and artists, including many women in the state, are following her and achieving their goals in organ and body donation movement, and they are giving rebirth to many patients.
So anything which undergoes changes is not permanent, is not real. So the real soul will not die at any time. It will live many more lives. So, and also the other important thing is, in life, the one important part of the human being and also Hindu tradition is giving their best whatever they can do to the other living beings. So having serve no purpose after the death of the body, once the soul went out of the body is useful in many other ways, provided you are giving, say, each part in a certain limited time. So for that, once the death happens, they can become members for this association, and the association will give them all the guidance how to go about it, how to make their dependents and others to obey their, say, wish after death. So everything can be made legal, and they will assist in providing the ambulance, the freezer, and also guide them how to go about these things with a useful purpose. And this, in a way, if we are looking from the other angle, they are also living after death through the other bodies. So they can live, they can always connect them emotionally also. Yes, while living we are doing our best, while after death also we are doing our best. This is a very noble tradition, and this is serving so many lakhs of the people, and this organization is doing with such commitment, partly because of the involvement of Sri Sitamahalakshmi garu, who is a selfless with lot of knowledge and commitment, doing great service with all her energy, time and everything for this noble cause.
The human society has always encouraged progressive change. Changes like development of rationalism, organ and body donation movements are some of the examples of these progressive changes and exposing of higher values of the society. Sitamahalakshmi became the pioneer of this progressive change with the inspiration of Savitribai Phule. Indeed, Sitamahalakshmi has become an inspiration for everyone of her own generation.